What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing Forever Skies. Special thanks to Far From Home Studios for giving us a copy of the game to play on the channel. So let's go and hop on into it. If you played the demo, you can continue from there. However, we're going to start a new playthrough in case you guys missed the demo. So they have a couple different difficulties. They have easy, normal, hard, and permadeath. We're definitely not going to be doing permadeath because that just sounds awful to lose all your progress. Food and drink bars drop at an increased rate. Loss of 50% of basic and advanced resource types upon death. Ooh, that's... Food and drink bars drop at a normal rate. Loss of 20% basic resources upon death. I feel like that's a little bit better. Easy food drop much slower. No loss of resources after death. I'm fine with a very small amount. There'll be no other end of the world. Sagittarius seconds went silent for months, and then this one signal and silence again. None of us know what awaits you there, but if there's a chance that you have found the virus, then maybe we can survive. Find the virus sample at all costs. The fate of all of us depend on you. Yark. Now, if you guys are a fan of games like Raft or Subnautica, this is definitely one worth checking out. Now, it has just entered its early access phase, and they have a discount going on right now, so you can get the game a little bit cheaper price. And the cool thing about it is, now that it's in early access, they have made it so it's up to 4 players co-op, so you can actually play with your friends on this game too. Alright, so let's see the parameters. Immunity circle determines how hard you suffer from viruses. Value depend on other health parameters. Maximum level limits stamina allowing you to sprint, regenerates when sleeping, decrease from receiving wounds, diseases, and bad food regenerates when immunity is above 50%. Decreases over time from diseases and certain food and drinks. Alright, so you definitely want to make sure you're managing your hunger and thirst. Health bar, obviously, and fatigue. You just don't want to run out of stamina. Looks like we are a little bit hungry right now. Now then. Definitely want to make sure, especially in the beginning of these kind of games, to go around and collect every possible thing to increase your odds of survival. Now, once again, we have played through the demo on this. Looks like it's going to have a very similar beginning to the game, so we should be able to knock out some stuff relatively quickly in this episode. The plan is going to be to have a full playthrough on this game, though, if you guys enjoy it. We'll see. Everything has been screwed up since we found that damned virus. We're all getting sick, equipment is breaking down, and then there's this Noah situation. The power blew out again and the door is locked. I'll check the beacon tower. It has a compatible battery. Alright, so we have an old canned water, or we can consume it. We do kind of need a little bit of water, so let's go and consume it up. Still could use some food, but we'll hold off on that. There we go. Get us a sun melon.
Infection detected.
So in this world, you don't necessarily want to be out in the sun too much. Alright, so let's get somewhere safe, and then we'll read about it. Looking directly into the sun causes visual disturbances, injuries. Cure to the virus to fill the medicines list. Okay, so the sun melon definitely hurts us for that. But good news is, we have a battery. So we can put it inside of here.
Level is decreasing.
We were down under the dust. We found the lab where they analyzed the virus 400 years ago. That's when it all started to go into hell. Noah went crazy. That bastard stole the sample, our airship, and broke the radio. He just left us here to die. He's dangerous as hell. The location of the sample is at the overgrowth greenhouse. A scientist lived there who studied flora from under the dust. If you want to get there, try visiting some radio towers and wind farms to get necessary devices. Be careful, this world no longer wants us. It's not a place for humans to exist anymore. Expedition Sagittarius 2. With that powered up, we should have access to the door now, though. all because of the stupid dust. Noah's heard voices. He was mumbling about the nature surviving everything, even the fall of the world. He said he knew what to do so we could return to Earth again. He wanted us to help him to follow the voices in his head. What a lunatic. We locked him in a cell for his own good, but the idiot hit the extractor and ran off while everyone was asleep. Alright, so we'll just pick you up. Gonna need some old food rations. And that's nice and empty. First aid kit, that'll come in handy. As we progress through the game, obviously we're going to pick and choose what to show, because in a lot of these games is going to be mostly traveling around to see all the cool stuff and things. This is going to be our ship. We are going to need to find a few things to actually get it up and running though. The airship is going to need a fabricator. I've been building a new airship for 2 months. Since that idiot Noah got away with our equipment, if only my workshop hadn't collapsed, I would have already had the airship engine research completed. So we need to place the rudder. That's already done. Place the fabricator, craft the deck extractor, extract the wall blocking the workshop, give the research station. Expand the airship, not yet, needs resources from further locations. So basically we have to come inside of here to fully maximize the potential. So we head back inside of this building and go upstairs. Drink the dirty bottle. So we can drink the dirty water, or we can at least bottle it. We'll bottle it for now, because I feel like we should be able to purify it later on. Once again, now that we're on the top side, we don't want to spend too much time up here, especially looking at the sun. Try to look down at all times. Simple insect lure. My research on photophobia virus has shown that it can be cured with lecithin. It's best found in dust moths and other things living in the dust layer. I prepare a lure to attract these objects, use it with the insect catcher on the airship, lower it onto the dust, and wait for the catch. The food from this world, eaten raw, may be harmful. I'll leave the membrane for the water condenser just in case some water will be needed to cook the food. There we go. That's going to come in handy. We're still a little bit hungry, so let's go and consume this up. The fabricator is going to be found right on the table. So you want to come inside, make sure you place it inside of your airship. So to place the fabricator, you want to have the slope facing you, that way you can see it actually crafting stuff. And as you guys can see in the deck extractor, we're going to need to have a transformer before we're actually able to build it to go to the next quest, which is going to be found right on the table next to where it was. Now, as you progress through, some of the stuff is going to be quite large and you're going to need to expand out our airship. It's actually relatively simple. Now, it says to place on it, you want to toggle it somewhere around here, that way you can actually aim at the walls and completely destroy them.
The virus hurts you when you look at the...
Alright, so the wall is broke. We can't extract the stuff up top because it keeps making us look at the sun for some reason. So we're just going to have to ignore that part. Grab all the materials, and what do we got here? I managed to repair the research station. There are a few old blueprints preserved in the memory card, but the most important ones is in the scanner. It's necessary to complete its research and craft it. After that, it should scan certain objects in the world so we can acquire more data for the blueprint research. I need a battery to run the device. I dug this out of the old power box from the ruins. There should be some batteries inside. Okay, so we got that guy. Nice. And we want to make sure the research station is placed inside of our ship. Alright, so we're going to go and place him right there. Insert the battery up. And now we can research stuff and things. Now it says research the scanner. We have all the metal since we destroyed all the buildings around us. I don't remember this guy looking this big. Looks pretty cool though. I like it.
Immune status decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Alright, so we're still doing pretty good. So we got repair patch, empty bottles, machine parts, Maybe just research how to build it.
Hydration level is decreasing.
All right, so fabricator, we need the scanner, so let's go and slap him on down. Insert the lure into the catcher on the airship, insert the membrane into the water condenser. Okay, so dirty water container. Hopefully we're able to make it inside the ship so where it doesn't actually get dirty. Oh, we can scan the dead guy? His mission was to map out the directions and find resources even from this far from home. He's been dead for nearly 2 months. This decomposition process was slowed by climatic conditions. I do like the fact that you can scan things from so far away. That's really cool. Nice! Engine fuel, small storage box, water condenser, and membrane. All right, so let's see here. Water purifier. Purifies dirty water and contaminants of water, becomes safe to drink. So we got simple insect lure, electric cooker, insect cooker. All that is new. We got a bed. We got some machine parts that we can make. So let's go ahead and do the water purifier first. Oh, we already had one. Open lure container.
Printing completed.
So that'd be you. Lower the lure. Check back in a while to see what it's caught. Optional, wait for the water condenser and drink it. Okay, so that dude's doing its own thing. We got the water purifier though, so we should be good on water. Let's see. You. Oh, did we catch something? Just lettuce. I mean, we are kind of hungry.
The virus was neutralized.
Bottle dirty water, drink dirty water. All right, so let's go and bottle. We don't have that one. So we're just going to have to wait on you. We got to find a way to place you for some reason, because he's not wanting to go. I'm going to have to assume that we just are a little bit too far ahead of it. So it says research engine and fuel. So that'd be you. We need some synthetics, so we are going to have to destroy a little bit more stuff and things as they fly across. That sun's going to be blocking us, so we can't really destroy any of our buildings yet. Bam! That should be good. Alright, so he's researching up. Eventually, we're going to have to move the fabricator out so we can actually have room to move around inside of here.
Research finalized.
All right, water condenser and membrane. So that's probably going to be a pretty important one to learn. So we just need a little bit more condenser for that. So we need to learn how to make the membrane. Still have to find a way to place this guy. There we go. Nice. All right, with the fabricator, we can now craft a engine. So we're going to need a whole bunch more synthetics. Now, some are going to drop metal and things like that, where others are going to be dropping synthetics. You are going to have to wait for the correct dust cloud to be rolling on by until you get an engine to where you can actually move around some. All right, so we now have enough synthetics. So let's go ahead and slap down an engine. And we should be able to drink up some clean water. I have clean water. Now, are we going to get the 5 bottles back? Use a little bit more water. It does not look like it returns you the bottle, so we're going to have to research how to make a bottle.
Diseases might become more severe.
Alright, so that guy is still building. What can we... So we need some synthetics to make empty bottles. Nice! Alright, so we have a basic engine. We don't really have much options on where to place this guy yet because we don't have any foundations over here in the back. Yeah, that guy's going to be blocked the whole time. What we could do is move our... Do we want to move the deck extractor? Just have this guy like right here.
Maximum flight speed increased.
We'll just have to have him right there for now. It is going to be extremely clustered right now, but eventually we'll be set. I'm assuming we probably don't want to be on the deck extractor while that engine's on. Alright, so we're now able to make some fuel.
Printing completed.
Main thing's going to be to get us a way to actually expand out this stuff. Alright, so once you have your fuel, you want to open up the fuel tank. And you should be able to drag the fuel over inside of the correct slot. Hopefully that doesn't melt our fabricator. We don't really have much to do about it. Now, are we able to make the empty bottle? I think I should go and make one. Or at least research how to. Alright, so we have heading, altitude, speed. We can lock speed in.
Research finalized. Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Alright, so we should be able to dock over on the second level. As you guys can see, this is one of the places with a light beacon, so we got plenty of research stuff and things we can do around here. Now keep in mind the doors are going to be a little bit far past where the main control is, so just lightly go down. Alright, we should be good.
The preliminary analysis started.
Alright, so we should have some stuff and things to scan around here. And once again, it's going to be a full game of learning how to destroy, dismantle, and build up our own cool stuff. Increase the flight altitude of the airship. Factor multiplies for additional built units. Alright, so that's why I was thinking we were going to crash the whole time. I thought it was like super weird that we were flying in the dust cloud. I'm with you now. Alright, so we got some plastic scrap. That's the first time we found you. Come to the conclusion, if you ever find one of those, it's always important. Ooh, do not drink the dirty water. This is another one of those games where you have to be super careful when you're on platforms. Make sure you take the ladders down because you don't want to take unnecessary damage and risk killing yourself in the playthrough. Alright, so scanning that basically just told us that we'll get metal from the extractor whenever we try to extract the stuff and things. We got another lure sample. I don't remember those in the demo. Air patch, machine parts, electrical parts. We're getting a whole bunch of good stuff in here. Airship builder, electrical elements, and transformer. And by the way, the more you progress in this game, you can build more engines, and basically you'll be able to fly 2, 3, 4 times the speed of what we were flying originally. Find a location with double flashing lights. Research the airship builder. Alright, so there wasn't that much stuff here. We'll see if we have enough of the compartments, though, to build up our ship just a little. Alright, so we need the airship builder in order to get some of the main things that we need around here to expand out. That way we can actually do some stuff. Note sticker. Any text can be written on it. Helps keep the airship in order. Oh, that'll be cool. Basic turbine. I think we need to focus on the airship builder, and then we'll go with the turbine. So that's kind of cool. At the moment, right now, if you have your deck extractor right in front of your engine, even though it's going to be a full blast right behind us, it's not going to be hurting us. We have it so the ship is locked into going in the forward direction. That way we can just come out here, harvest a whole bunch of stuff and things. A little weird right now. I'd probably have it so it would kill you. But since our ship's so small in the beginning, we don't really have much of a choice on where to place it. So I think this is the only possible way, unless you build the extractor in front of it at a time. Which I still might move the stuff, that way it looks a little bit more realistic anyways, because we can always pick the stuff up and move it. But I think you lose your fuel. So once we run out of fuel, then we'll worry about that. Alright, so we don't actually have any source of food. Oh, that's good for 3. Lower the lure. Major storm right now, so we can't really see much of the stuff and things going around here. Transformer, critical element used to produce advanced devices, so we'll be needing that later on. The membrane, that's going to be another important one that we can actually get water up and running, and I might have to go with you next. I like the turbine too, though. Alright, so our lure has caught something. Dust moth.
Research finalized.
Cook food and clean water, electric cooker. We don't have any of that, so unfortunately we're just going to have to deal with it for now. Alright, so I can pick you up.
Maximum flight speed reduced.
And slap you down. Right about there.
Speed increased.
Get the extractor up and running. Probably should have it facing the side. That way we have maximum viewage with it. I think that'll work. Alright, so let's go with fuel tank and slap down some more fuel. And we should be good. So I can research electrical elements. We might be able to build enough. That station has 20% battery life, so that's kind of low. Where's the bottle? Oh,
Research
hold on.
finalized.
I need some synthetics to make a bottle, but we do have a way to sustain water once we run out. Still doing pretty good on canned water and clean water, actually. So the main thing is going to be food.
Printing completed.
So we got some fresh food. We are running an issue with food, so we're actually going to be taking it, putting it into the cooking station, and making us some proper food. Is there a way to split? So unfortunately, it looks like we are going to need quite a bit more electrical compartments before we're actually able to build some of the stuff and things around here. Alright, so we can consume the boiled moth. Adds quite a bit more food. Rest. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where you think we're going to be resting, but I think it's going to be happening this episode. Problem is, we need a couple more pieces to build the builder, and then we'll be up and running. But we're not finding the electrical components that we need in order to build a lot of the stuff and things. Synthetics, that'll be super easy. We just need one more electrical element and a transformer, which is going to take a couple more electrical elements. Let me know if you guys want to see a full playthrough on this. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.